Hello. Happy Thursday. I wanted to say happy winning Wednesday because I'm used to doing these on Wednesdays, but it's Thursday due to a scheduling conflict. So, anyways, we are talking about a lot of things actually. Um, the past two, I guess, like week and a half. So, in like tomorrow is my 2 week mark, or I guess technically 10-day mark of completing the master certification in NLP. Um, so what this means, like I've been coaching for a couple years now, um, with root cause coaching, with NLP, timeline therapy, all these things, and this week and a half was basically the um, graduation of doing this for so long, and also really honing in my skills, which is exciting because now being a master certification, this allows me to teach this stuff as well. It's so that's really fun. Now, let's see. So the Monday message, and this is what we're going to be going through. There's been a lot of energy this past week. We had the solar eclipse that just happened on Sunday. We had our new moon. We had the fall equinox. So it's basically like all of these things happening at once, like a triple alignment. So there's been a lot of energy, and if you've been feeling it, let me know because hell yeah, I've been feeling it. With this master certification, we're basically in this container for 10 days, 10, 11, 12 hours a day. And it's basically like back to back things, barely have time to like eat or go for a walk outside. Like, it's like, when is sunlight right now? But I digress. It basically, all of this energy um, kicked up where not only is it like the perfect time to let things go that no longer serve you, karma, limiting beliefs, like all of the things, like the fear-based programming, like all of these things, perfect time to let it go. But it's not only that, but it's like the perfect time to manifest because with this energy, the portal's being open. Like basically, we're super ultra connected now to our star family, our highest selves. Like we're bolstering that connection. We're getting a lot of light code activations, which like we're getting our light bodies ready. And so, what this means for us, our physical form bodies here on Earth, like you're going to be a little bit tired. You might be tired. You might be a little emotional. There might be some aches and pains. So, um, just know that you're not alone, and it's just um, an act of like really clearing it out. Like I call it like a detoxing. We're detoxing all the old shit out so that we can take in more light, and with that, the activations too. Like we can only handle so much. Our physical bodies can only handle so much. So if they just if this was all introduced at one time, like not little bits and pieces and increments, like if you're really feeling it right now, just imagine if it was just blasted in all at once. Like we want to be able to contain the energy. So just just know that this is for your highest good. And it's not going to be forever like this. Of course you can absolutely give yourself some grace. Take some extra rest, take some Epsom salt baths, just like really um, be gentle, be kind, give yourself some compassion right now. Um, so yeah, we're going through a lot of transformation. We're going through a lot of quantum shifts. Uh, and it's also, like I said, a good time for manifestation because things that we are putting out in wave form into the universe right now is going to um, come into physical form a lot faster. Like it's something like you can be like, hey, I want this, and like tomorrow it shows up. That's how fast it's going right now. Um, which I've already seen some things, which is freaking crazy. But it's not. It's crazy, not crazy. Like it's you know this stuff, and you know you expect it to come, but it's like it's still when it shows up. It's just such a pleasant surprise. Anyways, that being said, so right now, we are going through what a lot of people like to call the eye of the needle. So what this is we have all of our timelines that is of our past. So depending on where the past is in relation to your body. So for me, it's to my left, which on the screen may look like you're right. But so everything from the past, all of the timelines from your past is back here. And so we're being squeezed into, right now, present moment. So it's basically all the possible timelines are coming together. These are past timelines that could be like where um, something that happened in your past didn't happen, or it happened in a different way, or it was better than, or worse than, or whatever. It's all being squeezed through the present moment right now, and then we have all of the possibilities of our future timelines coming out from that needle point. And so let's just say, like, you have your one timeline right here that is your current oh, I can't even say this word ever, trajectory. um, that's, like the one timeline here. You could go on to a timeline that is basically almost the same, but it's just a little bit different. There's some that are like up here that are like really good outcomes. There's some down here that are questionable or not exactly what you would want outcomes. So this is basically every single choice, decision, anything that you're making right now has the possibility to jump to a different timeline. And so the thing with timelines, like, so we have our present moment, like, just say it's like a circle here, and then we have like all of our timelines that spread out from it. Every single timeline, good, bad, ugly, um, kind of okay, like whatever. Like they're all happening at the exact same time in the exact moment of time. So this is like, think about it like you're cloned into somebody else, and all the people in your life are cloned as well, and everybody is experiencing a different timeline at the exact same time. Now your awareness as it is right now can only be in one, of course. Some people, well, I mean, I say that when you're dreaming, you can absolutely just hop between different timelines, like within seconds. However, your awareness stays in one. So it's basically like kind of like Avatar, right? Like or the Matrix, you go into this physical body on the timeline that you're living, and your awareness is in, and the timeline that you're doing right now, basically. So every decision has that potential to jump a timeline because they're really super close together right now. Eye of the needle also means that we're kind of being squished down, and it's pretty intense also. But this also means that whatever you put out into the universe in this moment has the potential to show up faster than ever before, which is where we talk about the manifestation. So, um, again, all timelines exist in the quantum field, all possibilities exist in the quantum field. So, the past were things where things you remember it a certain way, where it could have been worse, could have been better, when it's bad, like, and then the future is where everything just flows perfectly. And the future, again, it can look exactly like now with like minute little differences. So, where was I going with that? Oh, right. So if you're starting to clean up your past, and this is where we kind of get into the root cause coaching with the NLP master certification. Well, the certification that I'm have um, and completing is going back to a past event, not necessarily like a, a lot of hypnosis and talk therapy, like they kind of converge in these ways. We're looking at the past and we're changing our perspective on the past. We're um, taking the emotions from a past event and cleaning them up. And talk therapy, while it is accepted and also, like it works for some people, it's really good for some people. Talk therapy, you're basically talking about the past, um, and re-kicking up the old traumas and shit. Like you're reliving it, you're going through it again, you're re-experiencing it. You don't have to do that though. The thing is, like you don't even have to do that. You can go to your past, you can go to a past life, you can go to a previous generation, um, and simply witness the event as if you're an observer, like a movie on the screen, right? Clean up the emotions. It takes off the charge. You come into like a neutral state, and guess what? It changes that past timeline. So that past timeline where you're having to live your life based on a past trauma that you had, um, with that always in your mind, like when you clean that up, guess what? It doesn't affect you in the way that it does in your present and future self anymore. So essentially, you're changing the past in a way. You're changing that past timeline. That timeline where, there's some trauma and, I say trauma loosely, but like we have big T, little T traumas. We have there's people that go through significant events. That's called big T trauma, like accidents and abuse and all of those things, right? Little T traumas, and some say little T traumas can have almost the same, if not more, an effect on your nervous system and your subconscious thoughts and beliefs than big T traumas, because these little things, um, like even just tiny things that a parent got mad at you, and told you to go to your room on when they're stressed out, or um, they weren't paying attention to you in a moment that you really liked it or that you really wanted their attention. Those little T traumas to a child is like you can create a limiting decision based off something as seemingly minimal as that. So that could equate to like, oh, I'm not important enough, or I'm not worthy, or blah, whatever it is, the thing that you um, hold in your mind from that. Now, these are not in the forefront of our minds. This is not something that we think about every day versus like, somebody that has a bigger T trauma. However, they still run the show in the background. The program is still constantly running. Like think about a computer. The program is going. And whether you pay attention to the program going or not, it's running, which in turn runs the conscious way that you live your life. So this is how you relate to people, how you talk to people, how you work, how, drive in traffic, like all of these things. So cleaning up that event whether it's a big event or not, cleaning up the emotions behind it, essentially changes the past. Like it changes the timeline. It changes the way that you view things from here on out. What's really, really interesting about this work is that if you go as far back as you can and clean something up, whether it's in this lifetime or a previous one, it's like a string of pearls. You go all the way up to the main event, like the furthest one back that you can grasp, and it's like you clip that string of pearls, and all the pearls after that drop down. I know it's wild, right? So, yeah, like all of these timelines, they're happening at once. So when you jump timelines, you're again changing your relationship with the past. You release the emotional charge of the old event. You stop letting it dictate your present and your future. And, again, you're not erasing what happened. It's just you're changing how you hold it. You change how you relate to it, how the program that runs in your mind. The single shift changes the filter that you're viewing the world. So the program changes just a little bit. And so with it, it changes your reality. It changes your surroundings. What's really interesting about this work is people start to see things differently. The world, their lives, their reality different. And so even with me, like doing this work, because of course, like as we're going through certification, we're also testing on each other, seeing what works for us, and like we have to do it a certain number of times in observation of somebody, and so we also get breakthroughs as well. Well, it's and I don't know if my husband will see this, but it's like our relationship was different one day after doing a breakthrough release. So it's really interesting because it's your perception of the world changes. Now, when you're building these new neural pathways and your perception of the world changes, like we say that we can change things outside of us, people that are not even doing the work, right? Like it changes in a way that like if you have a conflict with somebody or something, like for example, if you have conflict with somebody, it's either they change in such a way that it's almost like what is it called, like the body snatchers thing. So like you're there it's like a whole different personality in the same person, right? Or they remove themselves from the equation. um and then there's also the somewhat that they still are acting the same way, except your perception has changed in such a way that it doesn't bug you anymore. Like it's not a conflict to you anymore. But it's not that they're changing, right? Like it's your perception of the world that's actually changing. And yes, timeline is changing as well. But your perception of them changes in such a way that it's like, oh, I'm not seeing it through that filter anymore. And that person seems different to me. So it's fascinating stuff. So again, this is stuff that I've been doing for the past 2 years, like the root cause coaching, the quantum release process. Because again, you don't have to live your trauma or talk through every detail. And it's the actual release process is only like 15 minutes. It's like 15 minutes, you drop the weight. You drop, like you reclaim your energy. You change your perception of the world. And you change your filter and align with the version of you that already exists in a different timeline. So, again, perfect time to do this work because with all the cosmic energy, like it's super, super charged. But um, that being said, because this has been so intensive, I was planning to do my breath code event starting on Monday. Um, but I decided that my body needs a little rest. So practice what I preach, right? Like I'm telling y'all to take it easy on yourself. Um, and that's exactly what I need to do in this coming week. So I decided to push the breath code event back a week. It's still happening, but it's going to now be Monday, October 6th through 8th. We're going to, again, all 3 days, talk about the nervous system and energy and subconscious stuff and how to release it. And then on Thursday, we're going to tie it up with a bow and do our healing day event with the breath work and subconscious reprogramming and our energy activations. So it's still happening. It's just going to be another week out. But thank you for your grace because um, I need a few more days of nap time and just sleeping in. Oh my gosh. Thankfully, the kids were off on Monday and Tuesday, so I didn't have to get up super early on those days. But yeah. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. And if you have not signed up for the event, I will drop those into the chat so that you do have the chance to sign up and join me. The Breath Codes event, the 3 day event, will be um, recorded. So go ahead and sign up if you want to join later. Of course, the recordings are only going to be available for like a week, but um, if it is during like your work hours or whatever, you have something else going on, it's okay. Go ahead and sign up anyways. You'll still get all the goodies and the activations, and then the healing day event. Of course, that one's not recorded, but it is at 6 p.m. Central Time. So hopefully, most people can make it work. It's just the energy is a lot better when you're live, and you get to share it with other people that are there. So that being said, love you all. Have an amazing week, and we will see you um, well, next Wednesday for the coaching call, and then a week from Monday for the breath code events. All right. Bye. Have an amazing rest of your week.